We'll start with the video thing intro, right? Or not? Okay. Hi guys. Um, yes, Shauna. Well, I'll text you. Okay. So my name is Allison Walls, and I am the host of the Seed to Seal podcast. We're filmed here at Streetside Studio 7 in Minnesota. Shout out to this awesome podcast filming, staging. So exciting. Um, just kind of a little bit about myself. I am a mom. I'm a Christian woman, a wife to my super supportive husband, Austin. I have three amazing children, Lexi, Danny, and Jack. I'm a daughter, a sister. I am a licensed social worker, and I work as a mental health counselor on my full-time job. I use and I love Young Living essential oils and their products. Another thing I really like is animals. I love animals. We have two dogs, Echo and Luna, two labs. We have two cats now, even though we weren't planning on ever getting cats, Buddy and Maui. Um, we have three rabbits in our house too. So lots of fun animals. I have always loved horses and been a horse lover. My sister currently has a horse that I get to love on, but we have not ventured that far yet. As a family, we homeschool and we just love to learn together. So that's kind of a little bit about myself, doing an intro here. Today, we are going to start with some oils because that's just what I like to start with. So we're going to start with an aroma reset quick, just to get us in the right mindset for us talking today. A reset lets go of big emotions that you're holding, okay? So that means that you can move forward in this space that we're having today or just in your day in general, okay? We use the Young Living oils, lavender, stressway, and frankincense, and we put equal drops. So if you have those oils, I would suggest getting them right now. So a bottle of lavender, a bottle of stress away, and a bottle of frankincense. These 3 oils right here. In equal drops, so put 1 drop of each in your hand. I have them mixed up in my pre-AFT bottle here. But so what you do is you're going to put a drop of each of those in your hand. You're going to rub your hands together. And then you're going to breathe it in. When you do that, I want you to think about a big emotion that you're struggling with now. And it's typically a negative emotion. So is it you're stressed out? You're feeling overwhelmed? Is it all the sadness going on? Because a lot of people are feeling sad or guilty or shame. That big negative emotion. I want you, when you think of that emotion, I want you to put a picture of it. What is making you feel like that? Because this is going to help to take our emotion away from our memories or images and help us to relax, okay? So today I am feeling stressed, and I'm definitely holding my stress in my shoulders, whether that is the stress of, it's probably just the stress of everything going on in the world. The stress of trying to get out of the door this morning. I did it, but it was still stressful. So I took a drop and I put a drop in my hand, and I'm going to rub my hands together. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to think about the stress that I'm feeling in my shoulders, and I'm just going to breathe into that until I feel it release. Any extra oils you have on, you can rub on your neck. I noticed when I was breathing, I'm holding a lot of tension in my jaw too. My jaw was super tight and it was starting to hurt. So that's a good way to start your day, or a good way to check in if you are ever feeling overwhelmed, just to kind of release those emotions. I love to do this with my kids. If they come home and say, "Mom, this happened today," it's really good if we can just get on top of those emotions so they don't have emotional blocks. That's one reason I love to use my oil. So thank you so much for doing this emotional reset with me today, so we can be in a calm situation, so we can kind of discuss our topics today. Today we're going to be talking about some things that I'm really passionate about. One, our main focus topic is going to be clean living, like non-toxic type living, in our household. Then we're going to switch over to goals, because January, everyone talks about goal setting in January, right? Whether it's their New Year's resolution. I don't really like to say New Year's resolution, but I do like to say goal setting. So we're going to talk about our goals and how I set my goals and kind of the formats that I've kind of gone through in my life. Hi, Maria. Just going to shout out to some people who have joined us too. Lisa joined. So goals. We're going to talk about goal setting, and then we're going to end our podcast today with there is a new product that Young Living just launched about. It helps to support your natural GLP-1s in your body to do what your body should do. Okay? So I'm going to go more into that too. I'm super excited to share it with you guys, but I'm also super excited to try it myself. Mine hasn't come in the mail yet, but I'm really excited for that to happen. Um, so just an overview, my podcasts are not going to just all be about Young Living, but I also feel like if I wasn't sharing the new stuff that I'm learning with you guys, I'm kind of doing a disservice as being your friend because friends share things that they think is important. So that's kind of why I am sharing this important stuff. So we're going to jump in with clean living in your household. So this I feel is one of the most important things that we can do to because we run into so many toxins every single day. Thanks for all the likes, Lisa. I feel like I can control what I clean with in my house. And so that's what I choose to do. I choose not to worry about all the toxins I'm exposing myself and my kids to outside, but like I can control what I'm using in my house, right? And on my animals. So that just helps lessen our toxin load a little bit. One of the most toxic products that I've learned that people use on daily, weekly basis is our laundry detergent. There's so much stuff that's put in our laundry detergent that isn't good for us typically, and then our laundry detergent can actually expose us to more toxins in three different ways. Like you're putting it in your laundry, you get it on your hands, or so then it comes in contact with your skin. It's on your clothes and you're wearing your clothes all the day. So then again, it comes in contact with your skin. You put your clothes after you wash them in the closet. So then every night you're breathing in that smell or those toxins. So one of our swaps that we've done, which was super simple, was we are using Young Living's Thieves laundry detergent. It's a super non-abrasive detergent. It smells like thieves oil. Another thing that I really like to do with it is I take the bottle and I make it into 3 different bottles, and then I do different scents. So I will do like, I think I have a candy cane one, I have a geranium one, and like a Shutron one right now. So then I'll take my one bottle that I ordered from Young Living and I make 3 bottles with it. So then I have different scents depending on what I'm actually washing. Another product that we swapped out on our house is we use Thieves Cleaner. And we use our Thieves Cleaner for everything from our floors to cleaning our toilets to washing our windows. So it's one bottle of cleaner for the whole entire house. One of the reasons I really wanted to look into natural cleaners for my house was because just think, you wash your floor and then you walk on your floor with your bare feet, and that gets into your bloodstream through your skin. And if your cleaners have toxins in them, that's getting into your system. The same thing with your dogs. Your dogs they can't wear, I mean, I guess you could put socks on your dogs. My dogs don't approve of that. So putting socks on them or something, but they walk over or they drop something on the floor. The dog doesn't be like, oh, what did they wash the floor with? They just lick it off the floor, right? So that's another thing is your cleaners. What are you cleaning your floors with? Your kids. I remember when Danica was like 2, I was washing the floor. I turned around to go do something. I think it was to help the older one. And I come back and here's Danica like sucking on my rag that was in the cleaning bucket. If that was a typical cleaner, I probably would have been like, oh my gosh, I have to call poison control because she's eating it. But it was Thieves Cleaner, so I didn't really worry about it. And that helps to boost her immune system too. So not that I feed my kids Thieves Cleaner, that came off wrong. But that way I felt good about that. I felt good about my kids crawling on the floor, dropping and eating, off the floor. You can't always catch your kids. So using these non-toxic type of products make me feel better about like the mistakes I do make as a parent, right? Letting my kid drop something on the floor and they eat it before I catch it. So that's another thing that we swapped out is Thieves Cleaner. It's really eco-friendly. It helps. So like one bottle, I use a cat full and things. It's really great. So that's another one. The last one, checking over my notes because I go off on tangents, so I have notes so I stay focused here. Oh, with my Thieves Cleaner, what I love to do with it in the summer time is you can also change the way your cleaning water smells because some people like lemony, so you can put lemon oil in it. I really prefer purification and peppermint oil in my cleaner because not only does it smell really good, but it helps to keep little pests like bugs, ants, and stuff like that out of your house. So that's another one that I really, really like. Um, Thieves cleaner, laundry soap, dishes. That was another thing that I was thinking. Okay, so when you're doing your dishes with, we used to use that blue stuff. With that blue stuff, when you're washing your stuff and then you rinse it off, like how much does the water really get off? So that's what I kept thinking to myself is when I'm doing my dishes, running them through the dishwasher or washing them by hand, am I getting all of that soap off? If not, I am then ingesting that soap. And if you look to see what's in traditional dishwashing soap that cuts the grease and stuff like that, is it healthy for you? So these are all questions I'm just asking. Are they healthy? So in our family, we have chose to use the Thieves dish soap. That is another thing that I will take 1 bottle of dish soap and I break it into 3 so I have different scents. I'll add a little bit of Thieves cleaner in my dish soap so then it works as kind of a degreaser almost, cutting that grease. And then I also will add different scents to it also, like depending on the season or the mood that I'm in. So I could do like a pumpkin spice scent with one of my warm pumpkin oils. So those are all things that I like to do, and it makes it more cost effective that I can buy 1 bottle and then break it into 3. I also like to add baking soda to my dishwashing soap because then it makes it a little bit more, I don't want to say abrasive, but it just gives it more grip to it. So that's another one that we've changed to. We do use the Thieves dishwashing tablets also in our house because, again, it's more natural. I'm not worried about what my kids are getting off of that after they're done eating. I've been talking about these hacks. There is, if you just Google YLEO, Young Living Essential Oils, laundry soap hack or dish soap hack, you'll come up with like a YouTube video or a recipe. I think I have some out there that talk about how to split the 1 bottle into 3. So it's still effective, but it's also more cost effective. Okay. If you are interested in maybe swapping out some more products in your life, let me know. You can message me, DM me, email me, anything like that, and then I can try to help you figure out what toxins maybe you guys are having struggles with in your life, or what products you maybe want to swap out, and I can maybe try to help you get some deals on those. So the next thing we're going to talk about is goals. So for our goals, Tom, do you want to throw up that vision board? Thank you. So for the goals, the first thing I like to do on on my January, whatever, January 1st, January 2nd, is do a vision board. So I used to do it with like big poster board and magazines, and you cut out and you collage and you do, and it's so much fun. Okay. My kids actually have made their own vision boards because they just like to do that. Because what mom did it, so we'll do it. So it's a really good thing to teach your kids too. But I kind of got away from that a little bit this last few years just because I don't have magazines around my house anymore, I'm noticing. So I used Canva for this vision board that is popped up on YouTube and Facebook, sorry, TikTok. But I think I posted a video on TikTok about my vision board. But so it just has different pictures and words. So my big word for 2026, and I also love to do a big 2026 word, like a word of the year. So my word this year was connection. And so I really want to make more connections with people on like a human basis, like talk to people and just be with people. Because I think that's really important. I feel like I've been missing that in my life a little bit. So that is my word for 2026 is connection. So based upon that, I made a vision board of like what other things we want to do. So I want to go on more family trips. I want to go camping with my families. By families, I mean like extended families. I want to do more fun games with my families, like family game night. Um, I One of my things on my board is paying down debt. That's always a goal of mine every year, and I feel like we get there and then we don't get there. Um, Paying down debt. So there's all of these big dreams. So I feel like my vision board is like my big dreams. It might be a big dream for this year, or it might be a big dream for years down the road. It's not something that I've put attainable measures on. This is just like, what do I want to see in my future? So if that's all you want to do and do a vision board, go for it. It's super fun and I feel like it's grounding because otherwise you just go through it day by day by day and you don't actually know what you want out of your life. So that's really why I like vision boards. I've been doing them for, I don't know, 10 years. We used to do them on like New Year's Eve. They loved me so much. I would have them all sit down and be like, here's your paper, do your vision board. So that we could all have goals. I think they probably thought I was crazy. But after my vision board, I do like to sit down and I do like to write goals because I'm kind of a very goal-oriented person. I want to know what I'm doing that year. So a few years back, we did ULA University, which is based upon ULA Finding Balance in an Unbalanced World. So in that, it talks about how you have all your ideas, you get them together, and then you put them in 7 different categories, the 7 F's of ULA. And so that's really how I like to do mine. That 7 F's of ULA are fitness, finance, family, field, which is your career, your faith, your friends, and fun. So they really talk about how you're balancing 7 different plates in your life. And I like that analogy because otherwise I feel like I'm always focused on this or this and this. So I really like to try to balance or have goals in each section for the year that I can work towards. Okay. That book is out there still. You can still buy ULA Finding Balance in an Unbalanced World. ULA University, I was looking it up and it doesn't look like you can get that anymore. So, but I just start out with 10 goals in each category. And then I move it down to like, I have 2 goals this year for each category. Okay. And then you write them in a SMART goal formula. So a SMART goal formula is something that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to your life, and is time-based. Okay, so how does this look? I take my big ideas on my vision board and I break them down. So let's work on, I'll give you an example. Let's work on family, okay? So one of my vision board ideas is family road trips, more family time, okay? So to make that into a goal, or maybe even a few different goals, because you can always break them down into smaller ones, I would write 1 time per month, we will go on a family road trip / day trip to explore different areas of our state in 1 year, okay? So the goal is specific. It says what we'll do. I can also when I am going to break it down, I haven't done that yet, break it down into like January when we're going here, February we're going here, March. So I'm going to do that, but I haven't done that. So where we're going to go every month. And then at the end of the year, like I can track, did we do that? Did we hit our 12 months of going places, right? So this is something that we can do as a family. So it's super achievable for us. So it's not something like, I will travel to 12 different states this year. I mean, that's not achievable in our budget. Okay. So, it's time-based. It's part of my ideas. So spending time with my family, so it makes it relevant, right? Because that was one of my big goals is being with my family. It's time-based because we said we would do it 1 time per month in the year for a whole year. I'm also going to do like the hotter summer months. I'm going to plan our camping trips. So that's another thing too. So I'm kind of going to combine 2 of my vision board ideas into this one goal. Okay. Yes. Okay. So everything gets involved. My podcast, that was another thing that I didn't talk about, but that was on my vision board. This podcast, the Seed to Soul podcast. Okay. So this podcast is on my vision board. So my goal for this is I will do a live podcast 2 times per month for 12 months that helps people learn about products I like to use, positive mental health, different resources, and just life. Okay. Again, it hits specific and I can break it down into like my topics I'll be able to do every month and stuff like that. So I can make it more specific. It's measurable because I said I was going to go on there 2 times per month for a year. I have the resources to achieve it. It is relevant because it's something that I feel that I'm being called to do. And it's time based. I said I was going to do it for a year. Okay. So I think the podcast fits into fun and field. So that's another thing about the goals. Like there is 7 categories, but you don't have to have like 14 goals. They can hit 2 spots. So my podcast goal hits fun because this is fun and enjoyable, but it also hits field because it helps with my career. It helps with my passion of what I want to do. Okay. So once I'm done writing my goals, I like to put them in places where I can see them. So you can either put them on like a bulletin board. People, sometimes you'll like tape them around your bathroom mirror so you know what your goals are. Because if you write them and you keep them in a book, you don't see them, which is hard for you to remember them. Okay. So putting them places where you see them, maybe you do a daily gratitude journal. Maybe you write down your goals in the gratitude journal. Maybe you write down what you want to do to achieve that goal in the morning. And then maybe at night you review it and say like, well, I didn't get to it, but here's what I'm going to try to do tomorrow. So journaling is a great way to help keep track of your goals too. But I love the idea of putting them like on your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator, where's places that you go every day, in your car, that you can look at them to remind you of what your goals are. Okay. So when I was writing my goals, there was 2 goals that hit me hard that I got some big feelings about. And I wrote them down here. Hold on. So one of them was in my finance category. So it says in December of 2026, we'll have $4,000 in our savings account for an emergency fund. When I wrote that goal, I was very hesitant to write it because I had a lot of feelings. Like, we've never been able to do that. I had a lot of self-doubt coming in. The other one was, I'm going to build my Young Living business to executive by July of 2026. That's just a goal of mine. And again, when I wrote it, I kept telling myself like, yeah, why are you even doing that? You've never done this before. So part of goal setting is realizing when you have this negative self-doubt feelings come in, that there is some things you can do about that. Those are called emotional blocks. And this is where I am trained in the aroma freedom technique, which is using what we did at the beginning of our podcast, using the oils to calm down our brains. Normally when you have these negative emotional blocks that your self-doubts, it's because something has happened in the past that is making you feel like you won't achieve that. And if we just let it sit and don't actually try to, you will never achieve that goal because your self-doubt will always be there. So that's where the aroma freedom technique comes in. And so now I have 2 goals that I have to do self-sessions on. So then I can work through these emotional blocks that I'm having so I can be successful and actually hit my goals. So I am going to do that. I'm obviously holding on to emotions. And so the oils are going to help me to release those emotions so I can actually be successful in those goals. I'll be excited to actually share with you in July and December how I've gotten on those goals. I do feel probably February or March, whether I do a live AFT session on myself with you guys or a live AFT session with someone else, I think that's going to be something that I want to talk about, just kind of showing everyone what the aroma freedom technique is, because it is a super powerful tool. But some people do find it scary. It's kind of a similar way to therapy, and people find therapy scary. So it's hard to work on ourselves, and I get that. Okay, so that. We kind of talked about my vision board. We talked about the goal setting process. We talked about how to get through emotional blocks with that. So now we are going to move on to the last topic of the day, which is the new Balance and Burn product that was launched. Okay. I am going to say before anything else, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. This is a new product that was launched. I'm super excited to try it. I want to share it with you. If you guys feel that this would be something that you want to try, let me know and I can help you get it. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to play, there's a 3-minute video from the chief scientist at Young Living that I wanted to play for you guys because he's a scientist and I'm not. And then when I watched that video, I had questions. So I kind of went through and researched those questions that I'll then talk with you guys about. So if we want to queue up that video, we can get that rolling.
Hello, I'm Howard Gurney, Senior Vice President of Research and Development for Young Living.
Yep. Working through technical difficulties. Another shout out to Deja Blue House of Coffee. Like, this is a really good, they have their Valentine's drinks out. I'm excited.
Hello, I'm Howard Gurney, Senior Vice President of Research and Development for Young Living.
I love it how it
it's
works.
It's an honor to come to you today and explain the benefits and the scientific function of the new GLP-1 system that we have to offer to you. The plant-derived bioactive compounds and researched microbe in these formulas were selected not only for their individual physiological roles, but also for how they work together.
I'm just going to restart it here because it was playing there for a second. Hopefully TikTok can hear the audio. I don't have a solution for video yet. I do apologize.
Okay. So
hello,
hopefully TikTok can hear
I'm
the
Howard
audio.
Gurney, Senior Vice President of Research and Development for Young Living. It's an honor to come to you today and explain the benefits and the scientific function of the new GLP-1 system that we have to offer to you. The plant-derived bioactive compounds and researched microbe in these formulas were selected not only for their individual physiological roles, but also for how they work together through complementary biochemical pathways. Let's walk through the ABC approach. A is for Akkermansia, a well-studied gut microbe known for supporting the structure and thickness of the mucin layer that lines the gut wall. We begin in the gut, the communication and quality control center of the metabolic factory. A well-supported mucin layer encourages a healthier microbial ecosystem as part of the natural signaling processes that promotes GLP-1 release. GLP-1 plays an important role in helping support normal, healthy blood glucose regulation, which helps coordinate the body's natural post-meal metabolic response. Additional components in this formula work synergistically with Akkermansia to support gut structure and microbial balance. Allulose, inulin, and tapioca fiber, and grape and wolfberry extracts, together these ingredients support gut structure, establishing a strong base for the B and the C systems. B, or the burn formula, supports access to our stored energy. Fat cells can be thought of as strong supply rooms storing long-term resources. To access these reserves, the body uses lipolysis, the natural process of releasing fatty acids. Once released, these fatty acids travel to the mitochondria, the furnaces of the cell, where they can be converted into usable energy. Additional plant-derived compounds further support this process. Epigallocatechin gallate from green tea, black ginger extract, and essential oils such as grapefruit oil, cinnamon bark oil, and bergamot oil each contribute digestive support and additional plant-based polyphenols. Together, the burn formula supports healthy fat-releasing pathways, mitochondrial function, and the efficient use of stored energy. Now the C formula. C is the control formula which supports carbohydrate handling and fuel efficiency. This final control formula is how the body manages carbohydrates and daily fuel use. When nutrients enter the body, They arrive like trucks delivering fuel to the factory gates. Berberine phytosome, a plant-derived alkaloid, supports activation of AMPK, the cell's master metabolic regulator. Activated AMPK signals GLUT4 transporters to move toward the cell membrane, functioning like additional loading docks that allow glucose to enter the cell efficiently. Additional supportive components include Gymnema sylvestre, a botanical extract that helps support healthy carbohydrate metabolism, chromium, which contributes to normal insulin signaling, and ginger essential oil, which supports digestive comfort and nutrient absorption. Together, these compounds help support smooth, efficient glucose utilization and coordinated fuel management. Your metabolism is an intelligent and dynamic system capable of impressive efficiency. These plant-based bioactive compounds work together to support overall metabolic balance. I hope you take these products and I hope you have amazing success.
Scientists. Okay, that was the scientist kind of going over what this new balance and burn product is. If you didn't get to hear that and you're over on TikTok, let me know and I can send you the video yourself. Liz, I think you might have heard it, I just don't know. So, yeah, we'll work on that. So there was a few things in there when I was going through it that I was like, wow, this is really sciencey. And that's great, but what does that mean? Okay. So, first of all, everyone's been talking about GLP-1. What is GLP-1? So I had to look that on. GLP-1 is a glucagon-like peptide. So it's a gut hormone that regulates your blood sugar. I had to write this down, guys, because I don't want to get it wrong. Regulates your blood sugar and has shown to aid in digestion and reducing your appetite. Okay. Oh, perfect that you could hear. Thanks, Lisa, for that. Speaking of that, the Red Bill one, I haven't got it, but I am getting it and bringing it home to Austin. Just letting you know. Okay. The next thing was achromanesia. Okay, that was a big word, and that's the one that's in the balance formula. So this system is two different formulas. There's a balance and control and a burn formula. So there's two different packets. Yes, Thomas has them up over there. So on Facebook and YouTube. So if you take them, sorry, the achromanesia, this is why I need notes, guys. What is that? Because that was my question, is what is that? It is a genius of gut. It's bacteria that colonizes in the internal mucus layer and breaks down the mucins, which is a type of sugar, like sugary protein. Okay. So that's the big one in the balance formula. Now, if we look at the burn formula, what is that about? And the main thing about this burn formula is its efficient use of stored energy. So a lot of us right now, myself included, have been storing our energy in fat. So this is supposed to help your body to get rid of that by using that stored energy. Okay. Control. There's another, it's burn and control. That's the carb management and the daily fuel. The control supplement has berberine in it, which berberine has been known to help with blood sugar regulation. Okay. He said a word in that video, AMPK, and I was like, what is that? That is activated protein kinesis, which is an enzyme that acts as a cellular energy sensor to burn your fat. And it also helps glucose to go into cells effectively. Okay? So it helps to support the GLP-1 production in the gut, which impacts healthy blood sugar metabolism. That's what this whole thing does. Another thing it's supposed to do is helps your body use fat efficiently for energy, which who doesn't want that? It helps to maintain healthy triglycerides and lipid levels in already normal range. So if you're working on your triglyceride and your lipid levels and they're kind of normal, but you're thinking like, I could make those better, this could be a supplement that might help you. It supports a healthy gut and the microbiome diversity, which is super helpful because, 1 second, please. Because who doesn't need a healthy gut? That's where all of our stuff starts, is our gut. So if we have a healthy gut microbiome, then we can digest our food, we can eat our food. A lot of our food these days doesn't have good stuff in it. So having a healthy gut microbiome helps us. It also helps to maintain a proper balance of body fat and lean mass, which, I mean, who doesn't want that? I pulled out, the fact sheet. I'm not doing this all off of my own brain here. One question on this fact sheet was, what sets the Balance and Burn system apart from other weight management products? Okay. So Balance and Burn is a 3-part system designed to help your body use fat efficiently for energy, support healthy blood sugar metabolism, and provide gut support. The Balance and Care are stick packets. So they're like kind of like pixie stick type things. The Control capsule, so then the other one is Control and Burn. So it's Balance and Care stick packets, Control and Burn pills. So in those pills, there's 2 pills. There's a Control capsule, which features berberine to help promote insulin sensitivity and healthy weight management. And then the other one is the Burn capsule. That features a citrus folynethyl blend known to help promote fat metabolism and support weight management. It also includes botanicals such as green tea extract and black ginger extract, which provide antioxidant support and to support healthy metabolism. Okay. What age range? It's really formulated for adults. Okay. How often should you take the product? It says that you should use it every day because we always want to use our supplements daily. That helps our body the most. It is best to take it before noon. So I've seen people talking about taking the stick in the morning and then taking the pills right before their lunch. Okay. Is it safe for long-term use? It is designed to be a wellness first approach and can be used for ongoing support. The formulas include powerful botanicals, essential oils, and pre and postbiotics, which work with your body's natural metabolic rhythms. The ingredients support healthy blood sugar metabolism for utilization, microbiome diversity, and overall metabolic balance as part of a healthy lifestyle. So yes, you can take it long term. It is suitable for daily use. However, some people might prefer to take 1 to 2 break every few months just to reset their routine. Sometimes our bodies get into too much of a routine where they get stuck. So sometimes you might have to stop your supplements for a little bit and then like reboot it. I do that with my Young Living supplements all the time. I take them, and then I'll take a few weeks off, and then I'll go back on them just to help my body re-regulate. And always, if you have specific medical conditions, please talk to your doctor about this. I am not a doctor, but this is just some stuff that I'm going to try. Can it be used with other weight management related prescriptions or medication? I'm going to recommend talking to your doctor about that. If you're on a different medication, bring this stuff to your doctor and see what they think about it. Okay. You can get all of the stuff on youngliving.com and bring the fact sheet to your doctor and say, hey, I want to try this. What do you think? So there are 3 different kits that it comes in. So one of them is just the Balance and Burn system, which has the Balance and Care, and the Burn and Control. Okay. And so that just has the 2 new products. Retail price on that is $177.63. and wholesale price is $135. So if you were interested in this system and you went and ordered it, you would then be eligible for wholesale pricing for a whole year because it is over $100. Okay. So if you order this system once, you'll then get dropped down to the lower price. Okay. So the next one is they made a bundle. There's a balance and burn bundle. Okay. Which is the balance and care, the control and burn, and then it adds daily prebiotic fiber to it. Why do we want prebiotic fiber? Because the prebiotic fiber helps keep our digestive system regular. And when I'm talking about regular, I'm talking about like pooping, guys. We need to poop regularly. So this helps with that. And it's really good when you're changing to things and trying to get rid of stuff that your digestive system is working properly. So that one is, retail price is $328.95 and wholesale price is $250 because you're adding another product to that one. Okay. Sorry, that's wrong. Retail price is $223.95. Wholesale is $170.20. The Balance and Burn Ultimate Bundle. So that one has the Balance and Care, Burn and Control. It has the Daily Prebiotic Fiber. And it also has a 30-day supply of our Ninja Red packets. Okay. That is the retail price of $328.95 and wholesale of $250. You do get a 20% on your Daily Prebiotic Fiber and your Ninja Red with that kit. So if you don't have Ninja Red or Daily Prebiotic Fiber at home and you want to add those, that would be probably the best kit to get. Again, after your first order, it would go down to then the wholesale price because you have spent 100 PVs that month or that year, and you get a 24% discount on all product through Young Living once you spend 100 PVs on an order. So it's kind of a cool little thing that they do. They're promo. It's like kind of like a promo, but it just helps to support people that they can spend less money after they hit the 100 PV. So you can do it as a kit, and it's helpful. Can it be used with other Young Living products? Definitely. They're recommending Daily Prebiotic Fiber, a whole body cleanse, which is a liver support cleanse, Life 9, which is a daily prebiotic. The Daily Hormone Essentials is amazing for women. So if you're a woman going through any sort of hormonal stuff, our Daily Hormonal Essentials is another sachet that's great. Our Pure Protein Complete is a protein powder, and that would be another great one to help up your protein. And all those have different labels on them, so it's always great to follow those. I'll be using mine with my Sulfurzyme, which I take all the time. I'll be using it with my Daily Hormone Essentials, my Daily Prebiotic Fiber, the collagen, all of that stuff. How does it work? It helps your body maintain blood sugar levels already within the normal range and promote fat metabolism or mobilization. It combines key botanical nutrients, your pre- and postbiotics, and essential oils that work together to support healthy gut microbiome, diversity, and promote overall metabolic health. Okay. Who should use this? Like, who would be good to use it? Someone who wants support for healthy blood sugar levels already within the normal range. Someone who wants help supporting healthy body composition as part of a healthy lifestyle. And gut health and balanced gut health microbiome. So if you're looking to support your gut health, this would be a great supplement for you. Okay. This product is vegan friendly. The LUI is derived from a non-GM corn. Okay, so it is non-GMO. The soy is, there are no soy derived ingredients in the formula. However, it could be manufactured at a company that does have other soy allergies. So you have to keep that in mind. No palm coconut derived ingredients in the formula. But again, it could be manufactured at the same place that has that. Any tree nuts, there is no derived ingredients for tree nuts in the formula. But again, it could be at, we don't know how they run everything. There's no sesame-derived ingredients in the formula, but this product may be manufactured in a facility that has potential allergens, okay? It does contain caffeine, 25 milligrams of caffeine per serving from the guarana extract. So it's designed to gently support metabolic activity and energy without harsh jittery symptoms, okay? Each container has 30, so when you buy it, it is a 30-day system, okay? It is available for purchase, started January 10th. I do know that they are doing a 60-day challenge. So I know me and Austin are going to jump in on the 60-day challenge. And then, so it's for February and March, I believe. So we'll be jumping in on that. You just have to fill out a Google Doc, get all your measurements, and then I'm excited to see what happens in our life because of it. If you want to try this, definitely message me, and I can try to get you hooked up with what would be the best system for you. And then we can maybe, if you don't have your own account, let me know and we can get you hooked up with an account. If you use my member number, because I am a brand partner with Young Living, then I do get a commission on your orders, so that helps my family, but also it puts you under my team. And my team will offer support and will be able to help you with any questions that you have. And so I think that will be, it's always super fun just to hang out with a team and then get involved together. And that's it. So I just want to say thank you guys for spending your time with me today. I hope this was fun. I hope you learned a lot, or if you have questions, let me know and I can answer them. I will be back. February 14th is our next class, and we will be talking about the 5 love languages. That's one of my favorite topics to talk about. We will be talking about oils that you can use to help relaxation, calming, and stuff like that. And then maybe some Valentine's type oils. I know there's been some new stuff going on. So I'm excited to share with you about that next month. If you have any questions, shoot me a message, put it in the comments, and then I can answer them next month too. I want to make this like a conversation also. Like I know TikTok's been having some conversations here. I don't think anyone's been over on Facebook.
No one on Facebook. We have had one comment from Sam on YouTube.
Oh.
I need to update my vision board and and set my goals for 2026. I'm hoping to get my family involved this year.
Yeah, definitely doing those vision boards. So just those comments, if you have comments, message me, put them in the comments below, and then we can talk about them next month too. Hopefully I'll have a guest on every once in a while. So if you want to be a guest on my podcast, definitely hit me up and we can try to find a month to put you on. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. It's still sunny here in Minnesota. So get out and try to get the UVs through your jackets, okay? Have a good night, guys. Bye.